Ladies and gentlemen, this is the New Jersey doctor that attended a conference in Manhattan, New York, and that's where he got coronavirus. Now, he's been in quarantine since March 2nd, and, they went back to him to see if he was progressing, and he says he still feels like crap. So, this is from March 2nd to the 17th. So this just go to show you it really depends on the individual on how fast a person bounce back. Because I mean, you look at the shape he's in from, March 2nd to the 17th. It's been more than 14 days. So, all right, so this is just an update. The New Jersey health worker who was the state first CV case says nobody knows when he'll fully recover from the bug and is struggling weeks later of isolation from his wife and his little girl. I don't know what exactly is going on with me. He said this in a text message. Now, how did he know? He said, when he got CV, he said he was initially hit with diarrhea, chest pains, and a fever, despite having no underlying medical condition. So he didn't have any heart disease or di- um, diabetes or anything like that. He remained in isolation as of today, and he's been there since March 2nd. I am getting better, but at what extent? Nobody knows, he added, frequently coughing with rib pain. The Fort Lee physician assistant said it's been very hard battling the deadly bug away from his wife and 20-month-old daughter who are in isolation, referring to his little girl, um, referring to not having his little girl around. All right. So he is saying he's not sure when he will be discharged from the hospital since he needs to at least provide a negative test for CV before being cleared. So I guess he must not be testing negative yet. He said he believes he came down with the deadly bug while attending a conference in Manhattan. And when he attended this conference, I think it was like a few weeks prior to March 2nd, when he finally started feeling the symptoms. At least that's from what I'm understanding. Okay. He said he believes he came down with the bug attending a medical conference at the Westin in Times Square on the weekend of February 28th. He was among 178 confirmed CV cases in the Garden State as of Monday. So he said he's getting a little better, but still testing positive for the test. The only reason why I want to follow his case, number one, he's a New Jersey resident where I am. And number two, I'm just curious to see the kind of progress these folks make as they recover from this thing, because we don't see a lot of this out of the media. The media will just give you numbers on how many people are infected, how many people recovered, and how many people are isolated or in quarantine. That's all they tell you. But you don't actually get to see a person like this along from, when they went into isolation all the way up until now, and how they're progressing through the whole thing. So it makes me wonder, seeing that he is past 14 days, which is the average quarantining they do in America. How many of these people are being released and they're still sitting with the virus just like this guy? I have to wonder that. And this is also showing me that 14 days is clearly not enough for them to be in quarantine. So today is the 17th, and he went in there on the 2nd. So, in my opinion, this is clearly showing us 14 days is not enough. And I know he can't be the only one past the 14 days and still feeling really sick. And I was just paying close attention to what he was saying, how he was out of breath. He couldn't even get up and walk across the room. He was feeling a lot of fatigue, and every time he made an attempt to talk, he was coughing a lot. So it gives, in my opinion, it gives kind of a roadmap of what some of the cases have to be like. I do not believe everybody is ready to go in 14 days. Not to mention, we've heard from several people that have been released that said when the 14 days came, they were just released. They weren't even given a test to see if they were negative. So this guy got a pretty bad case of it, for him to still be in the hospital and not even able to test positive, I mean negative, on his test as of yet. So I'm going to keep an eye on this case because, like I said, this is the first time I've seen, the progress of somebody with this case. I don't know why they don't show this more often in the media. They really should. You know, all of us are unfortunately not going to be able to avoid this thing, but at least we have some sort of visual roadmap of what to expect. With them not ever showing the progress of these people, I think the uncertainty and the unknown part of CV, that is what's scaring a lot of folks. But y'all, please tell me what you think. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.